this is Ogreboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2004 movie Jersey Girl. The movie is written and directed by Kevin Smith, and in this movie, Ben Affleck plays a celebrity publicist named Ollie Trinket, and he ends up meeting a woman named Gertie, and they end up getting married, and she becomes pregnant and dies in childbirth, and he's left as a single father taking care of his daughter. For like the first little bit of the movie, he hardly has anything to do with his daughter. He's too busy trying to work on his job to escape his grief and everything. And Ben Affleck's performance in these moments of the movie is really good. And there's like this big thing that happens. He's supposed to be representing Will Smith at a place, and he goes on a rant and everything in public, and is dissing Will Smith and saying that the man who stars on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is never going to actually have a movie career and stuff like this, because it's set right before Independence Day is supposed to be released and everything, which is kind of funny. I mean, anybody who knows Will Smith knows how big he became and everything, so I thought that was kind of a pretty good joke in the movie. And then after that, he kind of starts bonding with his daughter, and it skips to 7 years later, and he's still living with his dad and his daughter, taking care of her, and wanting to try to get back into being a publicist, because he's been blacklisted, of course, for pretty much saying that Will Smith was a nobody and all that. But throughout most of the movie, that's pretty much what all it is really him trying to get back into his old job, because he wants to go back to his old life that he had before he met his wife and had Gertie. And also along the way, he starts kind of having a new relationship with a girl named Maya, played by Liv Tyler, and their relationship was pretty good. They had pretty good chemistry. But I think this was a good movie. It's not one of my most favorite Kevin Smith movies, but it is one of my favorites personally, because this was actually the very first movie of his that I ever saw. And so I kind of have some nostalgia for it, and plus it kind of has a special place in my heart, because I used to watch this movie with a girl that I was dating a long time ago, and whenever I watch it, it kind of brings back memories from that time too. But I think this is a good movie, but it's not one of Kevin Smith's best. The writing and stuff on this movie doesn't feel like his normal writing, because Kevin Smith is more known for his smaller movies with the dialogue and stuff like that. And I think that's kind of the same reason why Dogma is not one of my most favorites, because it didn't really feel like it fits in with some of the other movies that he had made before. And this one's not set in the View Askew universe. This was his first non-View Askew movie and everything. It's from the production company, but it's not from the same universe as the other ones and everything. But I thought this one was a decent movie, though. Ben Affleck I thought was really good. His acting was really good. It was one of his best performances to me. I still stand by that. And Raquel Castro, who plays Gertie, she is really, really good in this movie too. She steals every scene she's in, and she just really fit the role perfectly. George Carlin was great as Bart, who's Ollie's dad. He gave a pretty good dramatic performance, but also at times was really funny too, and he was just really good in here too. Jason Biggs is in here. He's not in it a lot, but he's pretty good as Arthur, who's a character that was kind of intern or something at the place that he worked out and everything. I thought he did a good job too. But all of the cast was pretty decent. The cinematography in here is pretty good. It's not like the best cinematography that Kevin Smith has ever had, but it's good enough. And the score by James L. Venable is alright too. This movie obviously has a much bigger budget than any of Kevin Smith's other movies, and it really does show in the movie. It feels more like your typical Hollywood movie than the small indie movies that he used to do and everything. And it also has a lot of the typical Hollywood cliches of like the happy ending where everybody's happy and everything, and I didn't really like that. Personally, I think they should have made it where he did go back to New York and stuff, even though his daughter didn't want to and everything, because in real life, well, I'm pretty sure in most Kevin Smith movies it would have been different. I know the studio did interfere with this movie too. Jennifer Lopez was supposed to have a much bigger part in this. She plays Gertie, who is, of course, Ollie's wife and little Gertie's mom. She was supposed to be in this movie a lot more, but because of the movie Gigli, it didn't. The studio really interfered and everything because they were scared that it was going to flop big time because of that. And the movie still didn't do very good. I think it's really underrated. It does have a lot of the cliches that you expect from these movies, like the romantic stuff a little bit with Ben Affleck and Liv Tyler, and you got other cliches. Some of the songs that are chosen in this movie have been used in songs many times before. And of course, with Liv Tyler, she has to have a crying scene. I don't think there's ever been a movie that I've seen of hers where she doesn't at least cry in one scene. She's like one of the biggest. She always cries in every movie she's in. It's just kind of weird. I wonder if anybody else has noticed that. Like Lord of the Rings, Stealing Beauty. What's that? That Thing You Do. I like all of those movies she cries in and everything. It's just kind of something that I've always noticed about Liv Tyler, is every movie she's in, she's always crying at one point or another. The Incredible Hulk. The only one I don't really remember if she cried in was One Night at McCool's, but I'm pretty sure she did in that too. But yeah, it does have like the cliches, the things you know that him and his daughter are gonna have a falling out and everything. They get in a big argument and say stuff they don't mean, and it's really cliched and everything. And I think that if Kevin Smith would have had better freedom and stuff, this movie could have been even better than it was. And it's already one that I do like quite a bit. I really do like it and everything. But I can understand why some people don't and everything, especially Kevin Smith fans and everything. But this is still one of my most favorites of his. But I don't know how high I would say it would be on my ranking or anything. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Jersey Girl. Do you think it was underrated? Do you think it's just not that good at all? Or did you think it was an okay movie? Let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoy this video, and have a good day, everybody.
This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
That's enough, guys.
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the